Handling more than 2 classes is nothing but the multi-class classification, and it can be done in 2 ways. Either we can use the multi-class classification, or we can use multiple binary classification for this. Now, when we are using multiple binary classes, then it has 2 parts as 1 versus 1 and 1 versus rest, or it is also called as a 1 versus all. 1 versus rest is also called as a 1 versus all. Okay. Now, for this, we have to develop the hypothesis. Now, we can develop the hypothesis with the 3 class classification. With the 3 class classification. Now, how we can develop and what do you mean by hypothesis? So, let us take an example of this graph. Okay. Now, this graph has 3 classes. First class is represented with the circle. Second class, for example, is represented with the triangle. And third class, it is represented with the square. Okay. Now, what do you mean by 1 versus rest? Now, we will see first of all what is 1 versus rest. Okay. Now, 1 versus rest means we have to separate one class with the rest classes, with the all other classes. Now, we have to develop the multi-class classification using the binary classification. Now, using the 2 class model or the binary classification. Now, how it can be done? So, first of all, what is the requirement for 1 versus rest? We have to separate one class with all the other classes, Okay. Now, how we can separate it? So, graphically, for this, we can use as, now, circle can be separated with the other classes, that is triangle and square. Okay, we can make the boundary in between. So this is class 1 and this is class 2. In case of binary classification, what we can say, it is the positive class and it is a negative class. Now, how it can be negative class? So whatever the circle or the instances which are nearer to circle, that will go into this class, and all the other instances, that is whether it is belong to triangle or the square, that will belong to this negative class. Okay. Now, how many possibilities are there? So this is one possibility. ये क्या है? First possibility. This is one possibility. Now, यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? Second possibility is what? We can separate triangle with circle and square. So this is the second possibility. What is the third possibility? Third possibility is we have to separate out square class with triangle and circle. Triangle and circle. Now, this is, for example, this is class C1, C2 and C3. Again, C1, C2, C3. So, first possibility, in first possibility, what we have done, that is, we have separated class 1 from class 2 and 3. Class 2 and 3. In second possibility, what we have done, we have separated class 2 from class 1 and class 3. In third possibility, what we have done, we have separated class 3 from class 1 and class 2. All the 3 possibilities can happen. All the 3 possibilities can happen. Now, that means, now can we write this? That is, we have separated C1 from C2 to Cn. C2 we have separated from C1 to Cn, excluding C2, excluding C2. Okay. Now, One of the question is how many classifiers we need for classification. How many classifiers we need for classification. Now, for example, now consider here, we have checked for this. We have tried for, at a time we can try for only one possibility, only one graph. Okay. Now here, how many classifiers, binary classifiers are needed? So first of all, to classify C1 from C2 to C3. C2, C3. C1 को कहाँ से क्लासिफाई करना है? C2, C3 से. ठीक है, तो ये क्या हो गया? This will need one classifier that requires classification of C1 and C2, C3 together. ठीक है, now C1 class classify हो गया. Now हमें क्या करना है? We will need to classify this because it has multiple instances. It has number of instances which does not belong to one particular class. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Now we need that C2 should also be classified or differentiated from C3. Binary classification. यहाँ पे क्या लगेगा? Second classifier लगेगा. First classifier किसके लिए लगेगा? First classifier will required for, first classifier किसके लिए लगेगा? So first classifier will be required, classifier 1. Again we are talking for binary classifier. Okay, C1 to C2, C3. Now C1 यहाँ पे classify हो गया. Now we have to separate out C2 to C3. इसके लिए क्या लगेगा? Second classifier. Second classifier लगेगा. So how many classifiers are required for 3 classes? 3 classes, 2 classifiers. So if we take any graph among the 3, how many classifiers are required? 2 classifiers are required. Okay. Now, अगर मेरे पास k classes है, so at that time, how many classifiers I will require? K minus 1 classifiers are required for 1 versus rest. ठीक है? That means for 1 versus rest, for the 3 class classification, how many classifiers are required? For, in general, for k classes, k minus 1 classifiers are required. K minus 1 classifiers are required. Okay. Now we'll check for 1 versus 1. 1 versus 1. Okay. Now for 1 versus 1, again consider the same example of circle, triangle and square. Okay. Now 1 versus 1 means one class versus another class which is single class only. So that's why how many possibilities can be considered here? So how many possibilities? Suppose again we are taking this as first class. C1, C2, C3. So C1 to C2, that is circle to triangle. Then second one is from C2 to C3, that is triangle to square. Triangle to square. Third one is from C3 to C1, square to circle. So this is third one. Okay. Now ये क्या हो गया? Now 3 graphs can be drawn, or we can draw the graph as C3, C1 to C3. Then यहाँ पे क्या है? C1 to C2, C2 to C3, C1 to C2, then C2, C3 and C3, C1. We can draw reverse graph also. So that's why how many classifiers are required in case of 1 versus 1, k into k minus 1 classifiers. Okay. Now in our case, for the 3 classes, k value is 3. So 3 into 3 minus 1, it is equal to 3 into 2, which requires 6 classifiers. Why 6 classifiers? Because it has the C3, C1 can be treated as C1, C3, C3, C2, C2, C1. So total 6 number of classifiers are required for 1 versus 1. Okay. Now to measure the or to find out the result class of particular class, what is the measure? That is, so to measure the 1 versus 1 or 1 versus rest, for measuring 1 versus 1 and 1 versus rest, there is a output code matrix. There is a concept called as a output code matrix. Now, output code matrix is denoted as K into L. So, where is K is the for the number of classes for classification, and L is binary classification. K is K class classification and L is binary classification. Okay. Now we'll see for 1 versus 1. हम क्या करने वाले हैं? 1 versus 1 देखने वाले. Okay. Now for 1 versus 1, there are two things: symmetric and asymmetric. Symmetric and asymmetric. Now for symmetric, now when 1 versus 1, now it is 1 versus 1. So C1, यहाँ पे क्या है? C1 पॉजिटिव, C2 क्या है? नेगेटिव. इफ यू कंसीडर C1 पॉजिटिव, C2 नेगेटिव. C1 यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव है, C3 नेगेटिव. देन C2 पॉजिटिव है, C3 क्या है? नेगेटिव. सो वी कैन राइट हियर C1 पॉजिटिव and C2 as negative because it is 1 versus 1. Okay. Next, we can write it as C1 positive, C2 negative. If check in this, C1 is positive and C3 is negative. C1 is positive, C3 negative. Now, which class is remaining? C2 class is remaining. C2 is positive and C3 is negative. Okay. Now we will write it in the form of matrix because it is the output code matrix. Okay. Now in the form of matrix, how we can write? C1 is positive. So first row it represent for C1 class. Okay. Second for C2 and third for C3. Okay. C1 is positive. C2 is what? Negative. So what values are there for output code matrix? Either +1, 0 if the class is neglected, and -1 if the value is negative. Okay. So if the class is negative, so C1 क्या है? पॉजिटिव है. So यहाँ पे क्या आ गया? +1. Then C2 क्या है? नेगेटिव है. And C3 की कुछ है क्या? नहीं. So यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? 0. ठीक है. Next, for this one, C1 is positive, C3 is negative. C1 is positive, C3 is negative. There is a no concern of C2 class. So C2 class value is 0. Then next, C2 is positive, C3 is negative, and this one as 0. This one as 0. Now, one can say that, is it necessary to take C1 as positive only? Vice versa can also be happen. That is C2 will be positive, C1 will be negative. So for that purpose only, यहाँ पे क्या है कि उल्टा भी हो सकता है. क्या उल्टा हो सकता है कि C2 क्या हो सकता है, पॉजिटिव हो सकता है, C1 क्या हो सकता है, निगेटिव हो सकता है। तो यहाँ पे क्या है, सो असिमेट्रिक इज मेड फॉर दैट पर्पज ओनली। तो सिंपली हम क्या करने वाले हैं असिमेट्रिक में, +1 -1 0। ये कहाँ से लिखा मैंने, दिस इज द फर्स्ट कॉलम फ्रॉम द सिमेट्रिक, फर्स्ट कॉलम फ्रॉम द सिमेट्रिक। तो हमें यहाँ पे क्या करना है असिमेट्रिक के लिए, +1 का -1 करेंगे, -1 का +1 करेंगे और 0 as it is. Now take the second column. Second column is +1 0 -1 in the symmetric matrix, in the symmetric output code matrix. Okay, ये क्या है, यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, +1 का -1 करना है, 0 as it is रहेगा और -1 का क्या करना है, +1 करना है। नेक्स्ट, what is the third column, 0 then +1 -1। तो यहाँ पे भी क्या करना है, इन्वर्स करना है, +1 का -1 करेंगे, -1 का +1 करेंगे। ओके, ये हो गया असिमेट्रिक। सो 1 versus 1 has two output code matrices, that is for symmetric and asymmetric. सिमेट्रिक के वैल्यू क्या है, +1 -1 0, +1 0 -1 0 +1 -1। ओके, असिमेट्रिक के लिए ये क्या आएगा, इसके सिर्फ वैल्यूज क्या करने हैं, +1 का -1 करना है, -1 का +1 और 0 आज इट इज रहेगा। ठीक है, नाउ we'll see for 1 versus rest, or it is also called as a 1 versus all. Okay, now now what is this, so 1 versus rest means what, we are separating out, what we are separating out, one class from every other class, one class from every other class, one class from every other class. Now to separate out from one class with every other class, so C1 is positive, C2 C3 are negative. When C2 is positive, C1 C3 are negative, C3 is positive, C2 C1 C2 are negative. Okay, so how we can form the matrix, so here again there are two schemes, unordered scheme and order scheme. Order scheme, unordered scheme and order scheme. तो ये किस में आएगा, अनऑर्डर स्कीम में आएगा। ठीक है, इट इज +1, C1 पॉजिटिव है तो अदर क्लासेस क्या है, निगेटिव, -1 -1। सेकेंड कॉलम में क्या आएगा, सेकेंड कॉलम हैज -1 +1 -1 values. Why? Because C1 C3 are negative and C2 is positive. For third column, C3 is plus and other values are minus. Okay, now for the order scheme, for the order scheme, what is the, what we can do it, so if we consider the first column is +1 -1 -1, that means C1 class is positive. Now we can see, say that यहाँ पे क्या है, हमारे एग्जाम्पल में क्या दिया था, C1 class is of circle, C2 is of triangle and it is of square. ठीक है, तो C1 को कहाँ से सेपरेट किया है, C1 is considering positive and other two classes as negative. Now we are finished, ये positive class आ गया, मतलब क्या, we are finished with the task that C1 has been, all the instances of C1 are classified. Now we have to think about the other instances, that is for C2 and C3. तो C1 का अगर हम मैट्रिक्स कॉलम कंसिडर करते हैं, +1 -1 -1। ठीक है, नाउ यहाँ पे क्या होगा, व्हाट विल हैपन हियर, ये तो हो गया क्लासिफाई, ऑल द इंस्टेंसेस ऑफ क्लास 1 आर क्लासिफाइड। ठीक है, नाउ हियर वी विल टेक हियर फ्रॉम C2 एंड C3, C2 और C3 में से हमें क्या लेना है, इफ we are considering, suppose we are considering C2 as positive and C3 as negative. So this is for order scheme. This matrix is for order scheme and this matrix is for unordered scheme. Now, why this is required? Now, suppose why output code matrix are required. Now, suppose one of the instance is given and we have to find out that that instance will go in which class. For example, now here example is there, the instance is what? -1 + 1 -1. Okay, this is the instance and we have to find out what we have to find out. There as instances of 3 class. Now we have to find out in which class, whether it will go in C1, C2 or C3. In which class it will go. And it is also given that it is unordered scheme with 1 versus rest. 1 versus rest. Okay. Now what is the matrix for unordered scheme? It is +1 minus -1, -1 + 1 -1, -1 -1 +1. Okay. And what is the instance given? -1 + 1 -1. Okay. Now we have to compare this instance with column matrix. Compare this instance with column matrix. Now, how we can compare this instance with a column matrix? Suppose instance is, now check this carefully. Instance is -1 + 1 -1. And what is the column matrix 1? Column 1. Column 1 values are +1, -1, -1. Now we have to calculate here Hamilton distance. Now it is very easy to calculate Hamilton distance. So here check the differences. -1 + 1. So we got the first difference as -1 + 1. Now here second difference +1 -1. Okay. -1 -1 is same. So how many number of differences are there? 2 differences are there. Second, consider the same instance, -1 + 1 -1. Class 2 is, that is second column is -1 + 1 -1. Okay. So here, how many number of differences are there? Both are same. So difference is 0. Okay. Or distance, specifically distance is 0. Now, again consider the instance as -1 + 1 -1. Now column 3 matrix is -1 -1 + 1. Okay. How many differences are there? +1 -1 -1 +1. How many differences are there? 2. What is the minimum distance? Minimum distance is 0, which belongs to class 2. Class 2. Therefore, instance -1 + 1 -1 will go into class 2. किसमें जाएगा वो? Class 2 में जाएगा. ठीक है. Now this is an example of instance. Why output code matrix is required. Now same case में अगर यहाँ पे क्या दिया है? Order scheme दिया है. Same case में क्या दिया है? Order scheme. तो क्या होगा? Order scheme का matrix क्या है? These matrices are fixed. ठीक है. Order scheme का matrix क्या है?
+1 -1
-1 -1 0 +1 -1. Right. Okay. Now here +1 -1 -1 0 +1 -1. Okay. Now यहाँ पे क्या होगा? What is the instance? -1. Instance is -1 + 1 -1. So -1 + 1 -1 instance is compared with class 1 matrix or column 1 matrix. It is +1 -1 -1. Okay. How many differences are there? So I got first difference as +1, -1, +1. Here +1 is there, second -1 is there. How many differences are there? 2 differences are there. Okay. Now -1 +1 -1. This is the instance. Now for column matrix 2, what is the value? 0 +1 -1. Now first difference, second value is same, third value is again same. So it is 1. Which is the minimum distance? Minimum distance is 1, which belongs to class 2. Which belongs to class 2. So here again instance -1 +1 -1 will go into class 2. Will go into class 2. Okay. Now you have to solve the example for this one. That is instance is, write down this, instance is 0 +1 0 and scheme is symmetric 1 versus 1. Symmetric 1 versus 1.